for the first out of the game. 4-year-old having a breakout season. But here in Los Angeles, comes home, and there's 1-2 to Vientos.
Season.
That year, 7 full clarity. Nimmo swings and misses. 2-3 first. Up the middle, right at Tommy.
Gonna be a lot of
base by Iglesias, and they get Otani over from Japan. His first pitch.
He just
on this 2-0 pitch. Mookie Betts. It's a 3-0 pitch. And his generation has been in there.
I think he was.
It was.
I think.
And a toss over, so that's a set. There goes Benston, throws on the brakes. Here it comes. Sound ball 4 to Hernandez. So you're saying they got his first 13 pitches. 2-0. Takes ball. Flies it to throw. Bounces in. This Muncy to cash in here with 2 away, and he's chested down. Francisco Alvarez. Senga delivers. Muncy. Freeman lumbering home. The third goes Hernandez into second. Yeah, and then this first inning, but the Dodgers lead things off.
Ball is their run.
And coming back all year.
The ball's at the bottom of the zone.
Tries with a 2-2. And get Arlene Marte with the bases empty and 1 approach here down the stretch where it's been.
Him in.
His knee. 2-2. Championship series. Marte takes time in 9 years. Jesse Winker. He's retired the first 6 that he's faced.
Have to find it soon. Oh,
that is
series. I don't. Don't get me wrong.
Time called. Third, Mark Vientos will throw him out. Into score 3-0. Mookie Betts slices a liner to second. It's caught by walked and came in to score. It's 391 with 8 driven in against him. Yep.
That goes right.
Pretty well today. Throw from Alvarez. Championship series. And if this
94 with 2 strikes.
On this 1-1 from Jack Flaherty. Titty and his positivity as well. Mendez drifting back. City has fallen in love with Tyrone Taylor.
The Braves.
Meeting afterwards, they've referred to at this point we sort of do. Let's Alvarez, the 9-hitter. How about Jack Flaherty?
Yeah.
Payoff for their first base runner.
He's got that. I love his spell. You know,
that's always in there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Dodger fits with a 1-2 pitch. Yeah. Who has homered 3 times.
You know,
no 2-hole. Yeah, innings out of the pen so far in the postseason. Is 1-2 to Muncy.
They were balls out of the hand, and he was an easy. I feel pretty good about it. You know, obviously.
Advantage the Mets have is that they had 3 days on top of the 4th. For the Dodger pitching staff.
Series, unless
so out of his hand. Hernandez spots it and catches Alonso. Pete saying, yeah, changing everything. Trapped. Head 2-1 on this 2-1 pitch. Alonso. Door the head start on a 3-2. Out his first pitch to Marte. It steps onto the track, throws on the break. Right single to open the 4th for Kike Hernandez. Second sacrifice for the Dodgers.
Big time. And when you
Hernandez, and it's 4-0. It's carrying well off the. It's a screamer of a double. He says, "Whoa, what was that?" Soon gets in.
Well, and I know.
Ready Freeman. Ball 1. Comes the throw from Nimmo. Not in. Scored on the first 3 games for the Dodgers. No runs on, no hits.
A big lead.
Delivers a 1-2 to Iglesias. From Lux to third, and he's out the other way. And Mookie Betts. Kike Hernandez flags it down.
But Smith. What's amazing, how an inning can get away from you in the postseason.
On a payoff, Smith.
Don't how that play is going to turn out.
Kenny, you talked.
That was on my mind during the series.
You'll need. Once he's retired. Live as they do, getting through that division. And then partly, like they told us, 3-2 pitch. Swing, circles around it. Graceful.
But his season is
1-2 from Flaherty.
the one thing about a back can win this game.
Staff. His first one to Tommy Edman on where Mendoza's going. Parts of the pen instead of another pitcher. Foul. Wherever Ohtani goes. To the wall goes Taylor, and he's on for Young. And here's Mookie Betts. First appearance of the postseason goes 1-2 order. You're going to have him empty the tank here. You're here for the championship series. One box in your bullpen. You do that before the off.
At least 6.
Charlie Marte with one of the last few starts that continued into
Learn something.
Was here for Flaherty today. On the track, he's got it. And Teoscar Hernandez, bottom of the 7th. Freddie Freeman leads on. Grounded to first. Easy one. Telling him that. Been magnificent the last couple months
for those rallies.
The games consistently. He's up 6-0 in game 1 here. Smith. Muncy. That is Nimmo, and that's him. Jose Iglesias lead. Dodger bullpen goes to work. On the velocity was back a little bit. Payoff. Leadoff walk.
Thanks a lot. Joe, back to you.
Stack has 3 deep. And innings where they've been different. Quickly. Pitch from Hudson. Fouled off Smith. Center, but it hangs in there for Kiermaier today after 4 straight multi-hit gear. Down 6 in the 8th. Got a chase. Got it. Hernandez, who's 1 for 3 tomorrow. Yankees in center field for Hernandez and Dunson. Cautionary. Both there at this time of year. Maybe this year's different. Cheer. Well, the Bill has this. He'll flip it to second. Hop. Bunts it again and again here. No, swings away. Builder on the first out.
But he went in the time.
You know your thing. Forks come out.
Yeah, huh? Because he's already.
Well, Betts has unloaded the bait. Walks in this game. Taking advantage
by this one bit.
Up at third by Vientos. He'll get tail breaks. Yeah.
That would blocked out.
And you're either flying or you think there's no.
Like this right here's about them.
This makes his postseason debut. Lindor got hurt. Played really well. Center Chris Taylor for the first out of the 9th. Pete Alonso with 1 away. Bills had to be that good. Comes back into Tommy Edman's field tomorrow behind Sean Manaea. Explodes for 9 runs.
3 games has been rather large.
Marte with a 1-2. Arias. And this one. Game to the World Series. It's it done. Edman drives in Hernandez, and it's 4-0. Ohtani. Ripped right center field, carrying well. Off the right is not in time. It's a screamer of a double. Inches. He says, whoa, what was that? Sharply, Vientos juggles, recovers, and gets in.
Well, and I know, and they're going to do it a different way.
Freddie Freeman, ball 1. Here comes Ohtani. Here comes the throw from Nimmo. Not in. Drop back to Peterson, who was not scored on in the first 3 games. 6 runs on 7 hits for the Dodgers. No runs on no hits.
Ball.
Hit. Winker into right center field. Jose Iglesias to the plate.
I can give up a few because I've got a big lead.
Vibes in a postseason game, right?
Correct.
Delivers a 1-2 to Iglesias. Winker is caught here. Throw from Lux to third, and he's out. Taylor lifts a fly ball the other way, and Mookie Betts. Line drive, center field. Kike Hernandez flags it down.
Have reached base, but Smith. What's amazing postseason play, you never know how an inning can get away from you and you have to pay attention to in the postseason.
Is to follow for LA in the fifth on a payoff. Smith.
And you never know how that play is going to turn out.
Roberts as well. Kenny, you talked.
Be loud, and he said there was some part of that was on my mind during the series.
When caring of a human as you'll meet.
Pitchers during the year.
Marte's there. Once he's retired. And that pressure stays alive as they do. Getting through that division. 11 games in October.
Policy.
Partly what he's done, and then partly like they told us to. Smith at first, one away, 3-2 pitch. Swing, punches it to short. Lindor circles around it. Graceful.
Runner-up in this series, but his season up. Therefore, he started squaring up pitches. The Mets are grateful.
1-2 from Flaherty.
More urgency, but the one thing about a narrative, even if the Mets do not come back and win this game.
Flaherty, or for the Dodger staff. Tasker Hernandez, does he have room? He does. Mets with 9-1-2 coming up for LA. His first one to Tommy Edman. So that sheds a little light on where Mendoza's going in parts of the pen. Able to add Jeff McNeil instead of another pitcher. Chopper to short, Lindor.
Against a left-handed pitcher.
Baseball country right here on Los Angeles, wherever Ohtani goes. Center field carries pretty well. To the wall goes Taylor, and he's 2 up and 2 down for Young. And here's Mookie Betts. He cracked his bat. And Young, in his first appearance of the postseason, goes 1-2. 6-run lead. Just faced the top of the order. You're going to have him empty the tank here. On the postseason roster here for the championship series. 3 games in 3-day stretch by taxing your bullpen. You do that before the off.
But it sure helps that your starter's gone at least 6.
Grounded to short. Backhand Edman. We're powering these real-time insights. Charlie Marte with 1 away. The gas down the stretch wasn't the same the last few starts. That continued into.
If you're given another chance to learn something.
0-2. Into the 7 scores here for Flaherty today. Deep center field. Back goes Kiermaier. On the track. He's got it. Fly to left center field. Kiermaier and Teoscar Hernandez. 6-0. Bottom of the 7th. Freddie Freeman leads on. Grounded to first. Easy one. Good luck, though. Telling him that. Here lately. The rotation has been magnificent the last couple months.
Be given to the Mets offense for those rallies. It really doesn't happen.
They're getting deep into games consistently. Covering quickly. 2-0 win in Game 5 against the Padres. Up 6-0 in Game 1 here. 1905 New York Giants. Smith.
Oregon.
Muncy. Fly the other way. That is Nimmo. And that's the buddy of John Smoltz and Dodger fan Jose Iglesias lead. So it's Daniel Hudson. The Dodger bullpen goes to work. As though in the division series didn't give up a run. The velocity was back a little bit. Payoff. Leadoff walks
come true, and it's just a lot of fun.
Jack, thanks a lot. Joe, back to you.
Thing working in his favor.
Stack has 3 deep. Base hit for Alvarez into center field. And Mets in these late innings where they've been different. Quickly
Against this bullpen.
with 1 out. The 1-2 pitch from Hudson. Fouled off Smith. It's ball that Lindor gets to and smokes to center, but it hangs in there for Kiermaier.
Adjustment, he did.
0 for 3 today after 4 straight multi-hit games. Trying to scratch and claw here, down 6 in the 8th. And now Vientos. Got it, Chase, got it. Buto stays in. And Hernandez, who's 1 for 3 series tonight, get another one starting it tomorrow. Yankees into center field for Hernandez and dumps into tightness. Hip flexor tightness, just precautionary.
Oh.
But man, oh man, to have them both there at this time of year. Maybe our team's going to do it this time. Maybe this year's different. They were pushed right until the end this year.
Well, the bit using their resources.
Alonso has this. He'll flip it to second. Hop. Bunts it. He's doing it again here. No, swings away. In particular, Magic Group. It's up there for Harrison Bader on the first out.
An offense for the Dodgers. But he went and can't do it the same way every single time.
You know your thing about decoy. This decoy. With him, he's let his emotions come out.
Next year when he pitches, by the way, in 2 championships.
Okay, that's the bottom line, huh?
Because he's already
score. Ohtani's coming in as well. Betts has unloaded the base.
We're going to find out, but
Seven walks in this game. Taking advantage.
No big deal. Mets will not be fazed by this one bit.
Scooped up at third by Vientos. A good tail.
96 Braves?
Yeah.
After that.
That's convenient because
totally blocked out.
Quickly things can change, and you're either flying or you think there's no.
Like this right here is 1 inning at a time, 1 at bat at a time. A different expectation about them.
9th inning we go. Ben Kasparius makes his postseason debut. Made his debut in mid-September when Lindor got hurt. Played really well for
brother.
Digs it out, shallow center. Chris Taylor for the first out of the night. Season record for consecutive scoreless innings. Pete Alonso with 1 away. Shutouts, and then games 3 and game 4, the Orioles had to be that good. High that he disappears for a moment. He comes back into Tommy Edmonds' field of view here in game 1. They'll look to respond tomorrow behind Sean Manaea on a night where their offense explodes for 9 runs.
Breathing room in the 2 out of the 3 games has been rather large.
Kasparius to Marte with a 1-2. 2-2 from Kasparius. Not much of a threat. And this one, game 3 wins away from a trip to the World Series.